What's going on, guys? It's Tewtytron. Welcome back to Toons, where the points don't exist and no one can get world's finest. If you enjoy this video at the end, please do me a solid and like or subscribe. Much love, guys. So, today, I'm talking about Dr. Fate. And I assure you that this video will not be like my Joker Damaged Goods video. The point of these videos is for me to try and present a case to you where you should start taking these non-meta tunes to replace your meta tunes. And the Joker video was more of a character showcase and less of a positive argument for his usage. However, I know for a fact that Fate is a largely underrated tune and extremely useful. He is hands down one of the highest special damage dealers in the game. It's probably arguable that Black Adam does the most, but that's just because he's faster. He can AoE over and over again and all that jazz. So hopefully this video will show some tips and tricks on how to use Fate effectively. So let's talk about his kit. The Order of Ra, his basic. So actually Fate was one of the first people I really loved. I always loved his lore, his storyline, and so I farmed him up and upgraded him like quite quickly when I started the game. He was also one of the first characters ever to get a rework. Not the first, I don't think, but he was like second or third month, I think. He was the same month as Grundy, way back when. And so his kit revolves around heal immunity and buff immunity, and preventing the enemy from healing, basically, and punishing those who have heal immunity or debuff immunity. So the Order of Ra, right? Special damage to an enemy, 60% chance to apply heal immunity. The legendary point is damage is increased by 100% against targets with immunity debuffs. So I'm pretty sure Fate can only apply heal immunity himself, but thankfully they opened it up a little bit and they gave the opportunity to synergize with other people who also apply buff immunity as well. Nabu's protection. You apply 40% shield and 3 hit chance ups to the team. 40% shield to the entire team is incredible. It's one of the biggest shield moves in the game. Maybe despite Jessica Cruz, and only after an ally has died on Jessica Cruz's team. Dr. Fate can just cast this ability if it's up, and you get 40% shield, which is incredible to your entire team. If you take the legendary point, you also get 3 intelligence ups, which is very useful considering that he does special damage, and you might pair him with other special damage dealers. Who knows? The hit chance ups are pretty useful against evasion comps. To be honest with you, like it's nice to have them, but that's not really why you take him. You don't take him for the hit chance ups. You take him for many other things. Those are just kind of an added perk, a bonus, and a luxury, really. The Wrath of Osiris, special damage. So that's where those intelligence ups comes from, or comes into play. Same with Order of Ra, they both do special damage. And always apply heal immunity. That always is super useful. You can miss the attack entirely, or if they have like awareness and you technically didn't hit them, you still apply heal immunity, which is super nice. You also purge 7 buffs from the target if you took the legendary. Pretty sure the purge can miss. It's not like always apply the heal immunity. It's not always purge, which is unfortunate, but there are plenty of benefits to his kit that will outweigh that. Twist of Fate. Passive ability, 30% chance to deal light special damage to an enemy at the start of their turn if they have an immunity debuff. So this kind of goes into play with how they opened it up, allowing buff immunity to synergize with his kit a little bit. The legendary point is it increases its damage by 50%, which is really useful. The ability itself hurts. Like, it hits pretty hard. And Dr. Fate himself is a pretty slow character. He doesn't get a lot of turns very quickly. And so that way it's kind of balancing out his high damage output. But at the same time, this Twist of Fate kind of helps you out a little bit and gives you those extra attacks. 30% chance is kind of low, but I have seen it proc very often. Sometimes it doesn't proc at all, but most of the time you can get it to proc. Lord of Order, his leadership ability. This ability, I don't necessarily enjoy it that much. I think that it's pretty useful as far as like getting awarenesses. If you put a legendary point in it, you get an awareness for Dr. Fate, and a random ally gets an awareness as well. So that helps protect your team pretty well, especially with people like Etrigan out there, always healing themselves. The leadership is useful, especially with the turn meter down and the silence. However, the reason I don't like it is because it kind of contradicts his kit a little bit. His kit and the people that he synergizes with are basically trying to prevent them from your enemies from healing, right? So if you're probably building your kit, your team, around preventing the enemy from healing. So that pretty much neutralizes Lord of Order, right? If you won't let your enemy heal in the first place, why does this exist, right? I don't know. I don't normally use him as leader. As you can see, I haven't upgraded him to L5 yet. I do really like Dr. Fate kit other than his leadership, and so much so that I actually now want to rebirth Dr. Fate, because I found a really good synergy with him that just I can decimate teams on auto with my synergy, and we'll get there. Anyway, let's just go right there. Go there right now. So this is the team that I use to destroy people with, right? Atrocitus, still, I'm working him up to G11. He's like G10.2 or something right now. And he really enables all of them to be these powerhouse attackers. The main synergy with Dr. Fate, the one person that just completely enables his kit, is Supergirl. Mainly because her basic AoE damages everybody and applies heal immunity to everybody. It can miss, of course, but it opens up Dr. Fate's passive ability that fit so much % chance to randomly out of turn attack those people. And that's where all that damage comes from. And whatchamacallit, she protects the team, obviously. The Enrage from Atrocitus. If you look at Atrocitus's leadership ability, it increases the power output of whoever is on his team if they're enraged. The first, 2 turns-ish of every person on his team are normally in an enraged state, which is nice. So even Dr. Fate's passive ability, that out-of-turn attack, its power is increased by so much percentage from Atrocitus. So not only is Dr. Fate's basic attack doing extra damage because Supergirl is spreading out all of those heal immunities out there, but he also is proccing that extra chance to do an increasingly large amount of damage on his out-of-turn attack. So it's really, really, really helpful all the way around. It's perfect synergy. Donna Troy's there as that turn 0 protection. You could put Clayface in if Wonder Girl's not there. Technically, you could put Power Girl there if you feel like Supergirl's damage isn't quite enough. I honestly will probably never, ever suggest to you to use Power Girl, because you already know that Power Girl is pretty great. I really despise her character, though, just because of the fact that she's been around the meta for so long. So long. Just go away, Power Girl. Nobody wants you. Anyway, back to it. So yeah, you could pretty much pick any turn 0 taunter for this, because Atrocitus, Dr. Fate, and Supergirl are your affinity of each type, right? So your fourth tank, it can be whatever affinity you want them to be. If you don't have Supergirl geared to enable Dr. Fate's kit, first of all, she is farmable in the Alliance shop right now. If you do not feel like Supergirl is worth gearing, or you just don't like the character, these are the other people that Fate synergizes with really well. Wonder Woman lead, POT, not Coda or anything else, DOJ. She applies that buff immunity to the enemy team, which is super useful. And she does it quite often. She also keeps your team debuff free, which is also very handy. So she's a great synergy with Dr. Fate. Freddy Shazam is also really good, just because he also has an out of turn attack, and that out of turn attack has a pretty high chance of applying buff or heal immunity. I can't remember what it is. And if you magically get an enemy below 50% health, Freddy can AoE the whole team and give all of them heal immunity, just like Supergirl's basic does, which is extremely handy and enables Fate's kit pretty well. And then Manta is kind of known for his heal immunity at the moment, for bleeding people out like Barda and Bane, and spreading out that heal immunity via all those bleeds. So if you need a physical character to synergize with Fate, Manta is your guy. Okay? So let's go to PvP for a bit. Let's see. We could try this. Might get stomped just because it's Wonder Girl and Wonder Girl stomps. But we might also do really well. Who knows? Supergirl AoE first move, great. And you're already seeing Fate's out of turn attack go off. That's a G11 Power Girl, and this is kind of fast paced, but since everyone's enraged, I can't really control. Okay, finally got a break after like 6 turns. Power Girl got hit by a Fate out of turn attack in that big montage of speedy stuff going on, and she almost died. So granted, she's a green, and you might expect that to hit harder, but that's what it is, you know? So we're gonna enrage everybody again. Call assisting Fate. I know Power Girl is taunting, so unfortunately she's not gonna die by anyone right now, but we might get Supergirl to AoE the entire team again, and then if Fate uses his out of turn attack on Wonder Girl, there's a good chance she'll die. Crudola. Ooh. Okay, Power Girl's donezo. That's pretty useful to see. We definitely want Wonder Girl. Okay, well, she's at least stunned now, which is nice. Gonna protect my team a little bit. Crud. Don't die. She's gonna die because Poison Ivy's gonna bleed her out. Okay. Look at just Fate just going off with all of those out of turn attacks. Yes, the team eventually beat me because Poison Ivy bled out my Supergirl. Power Girl obviously is Power Girl and can one-shot a G10 Atrocitus. My Atrocitus is not what you should be looking at. He's just enabling Fate and Supergirl to be incredible. Obviously, the only team, the team leader that really I'm not good against is Hal Jordan, because of the fact that I can't apply those heal immunities to the team. So this team is 3,000 power above me. Let's see how well we do against them. Also, my Atrocitus is like hardly ringed at all, by the way. So the damage you would expect to see from a red against squishy blues is not going to be there at the moment, just because I have him at like every ability is like level 1 or 2. His leadership is geared to, I think, the second to last section, so I get all the power from him. But he's a squishy person right now, and his abilities are not going to deal the damage that you'd expect Atrocitus to deal. Thankfully, though, Supergirl's kicking it. If Power Girl didn't have that death immunity, Fate would have easily killed her by now. Donna Troy's probably going to die here. Oh, she survived. That's lucky. Just going to make sure she dies. I don't want her alive anymore. Look at all these out-of-turn attacks from Fate. 30% chance, and it's proccing all the time. Etrigan is probably going to be an issue, since now I don't have a turn 0 Taunter. And Supergirl. Yep. I knew he was going to target her first. Etrigan is going to go off here and destroy my team. Oh, yeah. He's got crit immunity, so that probably won't deal a lot. Also, he's got intelligence ups like crazy right now. Even Etrigan can kill my Atrocitus. A blue versus a red, I get it. He'll have the disadvantage, but against a G10 with all those intops, no, that's not going to happen. Granted, the incredible amount of Fate damage you're seeing spread is super great. This team actually might even be able to hold up to Bane just because of all the heal immunity. He won't be able to proc his overheal state where he just slams you down. So we're going to try this, even despite the fact that it has 2 meta people and Power Girl has been evading death from me this whole time because of that stupid death immunity. Supergirl goes first, causes that heal immunity, which is super nice. Fate is just throwing out those basics. We just need Power Girl to die. And she keeps getting those damn death immunities. Like, dude, just die already. Nobody wants you here. Alright, there goes Zatanna. And Bane, granted, Bane hasn't buffed himself up yet, which is nice, but he is maintaining his low threat because Supergirl keeps pounding on him. I'm just going to make sure nobody dies here real quick. Boom. So this team, despite having a Zatanna lead, had 2, potentially 3, if you consider Bane meta, 3 meta characters on their team that are generally difficult to kill. And this team pretty much autoed it. I think the only thing I clicked was like Fate's shield ability, in all honesty. And maybe Atrocitus's too. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Alright. So Katana deals a lot of damage. Very, very lot of damage. That team's probably going to be too tough to beat with a G10 Atrocitus. Unfortunately. Okay, well, let's try this one. 3 reds, and I've got a Mystic heavy team. Let's see how much Supergirl can do here. Also, Batman Beyond is on that team, so that's going to suck because he causes me to miss quite often. But who knows, maybe Donna Troy will be enough to put him under. I haven't seen his, oh wow, his passive didn't, Batman Beyond's passive did not proc at all, which puts some hit chance downs on my team, which would have greatly helped their team out, but Supergirl keeps going on it, man. She doesn't give up. I don't want this Huntress to start going off either, though. Like, she's basically a red Etrigan. So we're going to protect my team. I haven't shown you Fate's 3 yet, which is unfortunate because it actually does pretty decent damage, and it sets up that heal immunity. But look at all those out-of-turn attacks. I feel like this is a great showcase for Fate himself. Alright, let's see if I miss on Huntress, see if it still purges. I got that heal immunity, like we said, but it looks like she kept all her buffs, which is unfortunate. But who knows? Maybe that will help. Maybe one of his out-of-turn attacks won't miss. He's got some hit chance ups right now. No, Fate, how dare you die? Oh, shnikey. Okay. Well, they're all reds, and Supergirl is above 100% health right now with all that shield. So maybe, just maybe, she can kill them all. There's one down. She just needs to hit Huntress, and that's really all she needs to die. She just needs to get hit. So just get hit, Huntress. Oh, I guess she got hit there. I might lose this. Oh my god. Woman, what are you doing? Wow. Huntress. Huntress is the only one that kept that from happening. Her true damage after I went to 50% health is the only reason they won that game. That's incredible. I can't believe she missed all those turns and only 4 evasion ups. Let's see what else we got to work with. So technically, I'm going against these 3 to 6 teams. However, that being said, these 3 to 6 teams are also 2,000 to 3,000 power above my team. So I feel like it's still a decent example of where I should be. This video may or may not be a quick one just because I have to go to class in like an hour and a half. That Suicide Squad Deadshot might be... Oh, never mind. I was going to say it might be an issue, but it's definitely not an issue anymore. Boom. Get some beefcakes in there going. So, like I said earlier, these... hold on before we continue on. Lex just used his second ability to gain damage immunity, and he healed a little bit, as you can see there, with a heal immunity on. So you might be like, oh, is that bugged? But if you're unaware, stamina ups is like a form of healing without actually healing, because you're not... healing is where you like replenish health that you've been missing, but stamina ups increase the total amount of health that you have. So it's 2 different things, and you can heal with heal immunity on by giving yourself stamina ups, and that's what Lex just did there. I can't remember what I was talking about before that. Shoot. Oh, maybe I was talking about synergies. So right now, like I said, Supergirl is his bread and butter companion, and like the way that they synergize together, it just works so well. And like I showed you those other synergies that Fate has. I'm gonna show you his 3 now because it purged all his buffs off. So now he doesn't have damage immunity. He doesn't have those stamina ups, which is nice. But back to what I was saying, the other people I synergized my team with, or with Fate with, they don't supply all of the heal immunities or buff immunities that Supergirl does. So yes, they'll still improve upon the way Fate works better than by himself, but they won't do anywhere near as good as Supergirl. This is the best you're gonna probably get. I just need him to stop gaining damage immunity. That would be fantastic. He's open for business. Stun him before he does it again. If he does it again, I'm just going to abandon the match because I'm not trying to sit here and watch him. Yep, there it is. Wow, that's a good Lex right there. AI on Lex is great because I didn't want to sit there for 20 minutes and watch him just continuously get back to 100%. This is a heavy crit team. Castaway Green Arrow is going to probably take away the Donna Troy taunt early, and Black Adam could decimate my Supergirl. It's risky, but let's try it. Maybe RNG will be on my side. And also, I'm pretty sure with the invisibility that Fate might still attack. Oh, crap. Invisible characters with his out of turn attack. Stupid Power Girl on her freaking death immunity. Just die, woman. Okay, yeah, so Deadshot was invisible there, and I still hit him. I'm still going to lose this match because Black Adam is a jerk, but I almost killed Deadshot Higher Gun right there, and I'm going to relook at it's a rebirth. Deadshot Higher Gun. Let's look at his stats there. 7,500 power damage, and I took him from like over 3/4 of health to like down to like an eighth of his health with an out of turn Fate attack, which is significant. But yeah, so I think that's good. You know, I really displayed a lot of what Fate is capable of there, and he just wrecks people out of turn. I didn't show you what he would be like with these other synergies, minus Supergirl, of course, which we already talked about, but he is a great toon. He's very powerful. He hits hard. His out of turn attack hits often. The RNG is normally bad, but with that move, it's actually pretty fantastic. And he's got a lot going for him. So I hope that you enjoyed that video. And I have a few more ideas left to do before I start doing suggestions. And once I get to like 8 or 10 videos, I'm going to start slowing down production on this because I keep forgetting to do homework sometimes. No, okay. But also because of the fact there's only like 100 tunes, and a good chunk of those tunes are those meta tunes that I don't really care about doing videos on. So if I'm going to have a sustainable business model here, I need to slow it down a bit. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you stick around for the next video. Have a good night, guys.